The Stonor Challenge Trophy coming up, Open Women's Double Sculls, and we have a treat in store for you. We will have the Germans Sarah Wibberenz and Lisa Gutfleisch against the Brits Jenny Bates and Freya Keto. Both have been very impressive in their races, both looked very strong yesterday, so I think we're in for a treat. Here we are at the start. We can see Wibberenz and Gutfleisch from Germany on the Berkshire Stadium. We're just cameras coming around to have a look at them now. Wenn wir Zuschauer aus Deutschland bei uns heute haben, dann heißen Sie herzlich willkommen. We're delighted to have such an international audience with us, and we hope you're enjoying this regatta. And then on, camera will swing round and we will see Jenny Bates and Freya Keto.
When I see that you are both straight and ready, I will start you like this. Attention, go.
They've practiced each day, getting better at getting on the start, understanding the umpire starts, which are very different from when you're in six-lane racing. And here they are ready to go. Wibberenz and Gutfleisch against Bates and Keto in the final of the Stonor Challenge Trophy.
And a strong start for the Germans over in the Berkshire station. As we see the British crew, Bates and Keto, just moving into the centre of the course. They're going to have to be careful here, just getting pushed a little bit from the stream and getting a warning from the umpire. Really tough to have to do a steering correction early on because it just takes the edge off that sort of sprint that you have out of the blocks. There's generally, 60 to 90 seconds of anaerobic speed off the blocks, and having to do steering corrections can really unsettle the boat. So we can see that the Germans have got a very early advantage, but once these crews settle down into their mid-race rhythm, they'll be able to hopefully start to drive into that with some power. But looking a little bit flustered, Bates and Keto closest to us on screen in the Buck station.
I mean, I have to say, sort of Freya Keto, she raced for Cambridge last year. She is just one tough athlete. She always has that style that she's just digging in. She's incredible. I know that everyone who races with her, they love being in her crew. She never gives up. She is tough as nails and has built a really great relationship with Jenny Bates. So, they will have their plan. Freya will not be put off by where they are. She'll be absolutely digging all the way down. She raced for Brown before that, so she has, real toughness within her. But they're being asked questions, aren't they?
They are, and as you say, very well experienced. Jenny Bates, 2 previous Henley Royal Regattas. Freya Keto, this is her 4th appearance, so they know what this is all about. The 2,112 metres of this track they know well. But the Germans, Wibberenz and Gutfleisch, looking really strong, Kath.
I mean, very dominant there, isn't it? And very smooth, so the boat is flying along in between each stroke, so the technique is looking very good. So yeah, Ruder-Club-Havel, Brandenburg and Heidelberger Ruderklub 1872. We hope you've got lots and lots of supporters watching us today, because your pair, Sarah Wibberenz and Lisa Gutfleisch, are looking incredible.
And a very strong international entry, about 200 international crews. Yes, highest ever. We've had more than 70 from the US alone, so still a record-breaking event for us. Highest entries that we've ever had across the board, but great to see such strong international interest as we have the Germans here leading past the barrier.
Exactly. I mean, it has made it, the weather hasn't been what we wanted, but Henley Royal Regatta 2024 has been an incredible display of racing, and we love that each year it keeps building. So, we look forward to all of those watching, planning already their crews from around the world who might be coming to Henley Royal Regatta 2025 and looking and being inspired by these double sculls in front of us here. Water's looking a little choppy, isn't it? A little poppily, which is challenging when you're in a small boat, a women's boat. The boat speed is much less than we've just seen for the Princeton. What adjustments? What does that require?
Well, certainly in the head breeze conditions, they would have known that they were coming into these conditions. It has been a bit breezy this week, but we knew that we were having a little bit of breeze today. A little bit of rain has come with it. So you would adjust the gearing before a race like this. It's a long race. It's amazing how much that 112 metres really seems to add on you over the regular 2,000 metre distance that we would race at a World Championships or an Olympic Games. So they would adjust the gearing, they'd lighten it off just a little bit to try and ensure that the crews can stay up and stay lively. But this crew from Germany really starting to row into their rhythm now. They have international expertise. Wibberenz in the bow seat, World Cup bronze medal in the women's double at the 2024 Varese World Cup 1, and also in the women's quad in 2023. So very experienced. These two athletes, Lisa Gutfleisch in the stroke seat, two-time NCAA champion for the University of Texas, the Longhorns, and also qualified the quad for the Olympics at the World Championships in Belgrade last year. So we're looking at two world-class athletes here leading this race.
Absolutely, and like we saw with the French in the previous race, these girls wanted to be in the qualification regatta, tried to qualify the double, just missed by one place, the closest of margins. And, you know, again, what do you do at that point? You've come so close, you carry on racing, you come to, you know, the best international regatta in the world, Henley Royal Regatta, and see if you can come home with a medal on the Sunday finals. And at the moment, they're looking in a really strong position to do that. Here we see the British pair, Keto and Bates, who are part of the Project LA squad. So this is what all of our countries are now doing, isn't it? Whilst, you know, the squad for Paris are off preparing, meanwhile, we've got to get on with getting the athletes ready for LA.
That's right, and we saw the Project LA squad competing at the third World Cup in Poznan for GB, and most of those athletes here racing at Henley Regatta as well. But as you say, for us, in a planning sense, Paris is over. That's going to happen. We can't do much to affect change there. It's now in the hands of the athletes and the coaches, but all eyes now on LA and this next generation of athletes coming through.
We see that much more, that we've got sort of much better at that, at running things over a sort of 8-year scale, not a 4-year scale, even a 12-year scale. We use the under-19 international competitions, the under-23, to sort of create this momentum and help athletes develop, transition, get to the next level, give them some time if they need a little bit longer. And that's really changed how we think about preparing our international teams.
Absolutely, and especially for us in Australia, we've got a home Olympics in 8 years' time. So all eyes for us are on Brisbane 2032, which is very exciting. So we would love to win Australia's first Olympic gold medal on home soil. Third Olympics, third time lucky, hopefully, and also a Paralympic gold medal as well. But anyway, we digress. Back to these amazing athletes on the course here. We look at the back of Wibberenz and Gutfleisch from Germany, currently leading the Stonor Challenge Trophy.
Beautiful synchronicity there. The rain is pouring down there. They're ignoring that. Yeah, all rowers train in the rain. That doesn't make any difference. Doesn't stop us going out. Doesn't stop us racing. Won't stop the Olympics. You know, we just throw through it. And often, in fact, the rain can flatten the water as well. And beautiful straight boat there. The way, sometimes you see the boat shifting left and right, but they are coming at a dart, got that real impulse with each stroke, driving it forwards, whereas we can see a little more steering. It's just a little more unsettled, isn't it, in the crew of Jenny Bates and Freya Keto.
And Bates and Keto, they were the winners of the championship doubles at Henley Women's Regatta this year. Winners at the Heidelberger. They made the A final in Poznan at the World Rowing Cup. And Keto is a former Cambridge Blue. So a very strong combination here. The hometown favourites, or the home country favourites, I should say, desperately trying to get back onto terms with the Germans as that rain is really starting to come down now.
My goodness, you can see it on the screen. The sky has turned the same colour as the water. It is absolutely bucketing down, but these athletes are ignoring that. They are having to race. They need to pull out the best race they possibly can. They've got to do their pushes to the finish. Bates and Keto are going to be piling in. Can they come back at all from this really dominant display from Sarah Wibberenz and Lisa Gutfleisch? Really impressive. We're looking at future Olympians, aren't we?
Absolutely. All of these athletes, no doubt, looking at how they can get the jump on the LA cycle. I'm sure they have Olympic glory in their sights, but today it's going to be Henley glory as this combination from Germany, Wibberenz and Gutfleisch, come down to the line.
What a display. I mean, powerful rowers, all four of them, but the technique combined with that power has meant an impressive result and a win for Sarah Wibberenz and Lisa Gutfleisch in the Stonor Challenge Cup. And they are delighted that their season ends with victory over Jenny Bates and Freya Keto, two athletes we will see so much more of in the future of our sport. So it is a win for Wibberenz and Gutfleisch in the Stonor Challenge Trophy.